Hi everyone, today I wanted to go over a game where I had a pretty crazy comeback and also talk a bit about mental in League. Please make sure to like and subscribe, love you all. Today's opponent was I think around 500 something LP at the time this game was played, so it's obviously a lot of pressure for poor little me who peaked at 260 LP. But if you want a video dedicated to the Zahan matchup, I made one a few weeks ago. Oh, and regarding chat cover, I think this will probably be like my second last or last video with a chat cover, so bear with me boys. The game starts off rather tough because I was typing bullshit and Zahan gets Q off of me for free. Usually he should be punished here because he has grasp and no bone plating. Not to mention that Yone beats Zahan level 1 if you play it well. However, I panicked and my brain did not think about any of that and backed off. Of course, this already gives Zahan an edge over me. So, let me ask you now, how would your mental be affected right now? Well, I have to be perfectly honest. It's been extremely easy to tilt me recently. You see, somewhere between what I mark as the start of my journey, I've changed significantly due to reasons that I can't identify, and I've lost myself somewhere along the line. I believe that mental is almost as important as any other component in League because it is one of the right direct factors that determine what percent of your skill you are able to draw out. For that reason, I've been slowly trying to fix my mental and attitude to what it used to be. In today's game, you'll see where I mental boomed and how the game changed when I locked back in. Either way, it's really easy to get annoyed by something as such, but really you can only learn the lesson and try to move your mind away from it. Since he still might be in the bush, we move away from the bush and try to get some prio. I keep trying to poke him with Q, but every time the range was slightly off, and we let him get shoved into us since we aren't really hitting the wave. Only walking up again after getting level 2. Zahan tries to punish us for timing, but everything got perfectly blocked by bone plating. After he uses Q2, we get a whole combo off, putting us at a health advantage. However, I make the mistake of walking up for no reason, which chunked away my HP advantage. Right after, instead of waiting for my pot to refill some HP, I rushed and E'd into him. While this was okay, if I chose to auto attack him, which I didn't, and used EQ, which allowed him to dodge with his E, making all the difference, since if I had landed that Q, I would have Q3 and likely traded. Or if I was just more patient, I could have waited for my jungler, who was pretty much on his way in that situation, not to mention that after I EQ'd, a lot of the small details was not played well either. At this point, I was pissed because my brain is still tugging at me about level 1's HP, and it's trying to convince me that this made all the difference, but as you saw, there were far more lethal mistakes involved. Coming back to lane, we bait out his W and once again see that he used Q2. As he goes to chase us, again we use the bush to EQ with a really short distance and chase him down. Unluckily, I maybe could have flash auto, but he survived, so I take the chance to W flash, but gambled wrong, and he survives. If I was a bit more patient, perhaps I could have done something else, but in my head, all I'm thinking about is killing him, and because I'm doing that so much, I can't help but make mistakes along the way. But now, with 2 turret shots and him hitting 6 soon, I could only let him shove. With a late and troll E, I die again, thinking I could outplay if he was in the bush. I was very tilted and my choices led to more and more mistakes / deaths. Later on, I thought I was getting help, so I decided to fight, but sadly we didn't immediately rotate and another death awaits. Finally though, I caught him basing, which allowed me to get a kill. Later on, Zahan tries to proxy or something, but Hecarim was all there, so we secure our second kill. But I was still doing stupid shit like this. At least I was feeling a little better since I saw that I could still play the game. Until finally, waiting for him with Q3, since I figured he was still in that bush, chunked the majority of his HP with E, R to gap close, and instantly flash onto him. He also flashes away and stalled for his abilities, but luckily we kill him before he gets Q2. Well, that's pretty much the lane section of the video, but helping our team, we were able to collect Diana's shutdown and another kill on Lucian, when Ahri landed a really nice charm. However, I overstayed for getting death timers, which led to another death. After a skirmish, the enemy took the opportunity to take Baron, but we go to stop them. Ult Talia since she is low and flash to kill her. Don't eat back immediately since we will be stunned and Lucian will space us, so instead chase him with autos and we get a lucky Q3 which Lucian flashes onto. And right after we kill Lucian, Shiobo came back just in time for us to kill Diana too. The game continues with the enemy sieging our top turret. We see a chance on Talia, so we are her, but she's Zanya's, so we wait. But it instantly becomes messy when Hecarim ults, followed by Zillion ult, and Diana who also Zanya's, so we have no choice but to back off. This is where things get funny though, as Talia ults to try and finish us off, but we one-shot her, and Diana is burned to death by Zyra. Talia's ult also prevented Lucian to engage on us, so we used this interval to get some HP back with a level up, and while I did try to predict his E, I failed, but he ended up too close to me and we one-shot him, and Katarina cleans up with an ace. I know, very messy game. But after this, things went pretty smoothly for us, for the most part, except for when we all died, but Zyra is still Baron, and one final fight that won us the game. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye bye.